Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Beefmaster Banner. Tonight, we're going to be talking to Adam Daniel of the Southern Alliance Beefmaster Group. First thing we want to do is, Jared, let's talk about the Beefmaster Border Classic, the sale report.
Yeah, it looks like they had a really good sale.
Yeah, 59 total live lots. They grossed 288,000, and the average on that was 48.8136. So it was a pretty good sale.
Yeah, and the high seller brought a whopping 11,500. That's Santa Ana Ranch's heifer. Looks like pedigree wise is out of their pole Jersey Boy Bull. Goes back to looks like Sugar Bear and Captain Jack and Captain Sugar on the bottom there. So some good genetics and definitely brought some money there.
I like seeing that. That's good to see, especially so early in the year. But we're finally getting into sale season, so it's gonna be a fun one. Let's get into with Adam Daniel. Adam, how are you?
I'm all right, guys. How are you?
Doing great. Now you're the president, right, of the Alliance Group?
That's what they say.
I hope I didn't butcher the name.
Adam Daniel, that's correct.
Okay, and I hope I didn't butcher the group name either.
No, you got it right. Southern Alliance Beefmaster Marketing Group.
Perfect. So I let's just go into it. What is the Southern Alliance Beefmaster Marketing Group?
Well, it's a recognized marketing group by of BBU. Back in 2002, there was a local group of like-minded Beefmaster breeders, who kind of come together and work to start this marketing group and coordinate an annual sale.
Cool deal. How about a little history behind it for folks that don't know?
Well, there's a lot of the history that I myself don't know. I wasn't involved in it, and really, I was more commercial back, that long ago. And like I said, in 2002, but been involved in it several years. And, I think they just mainly wanted to have another marketing opportunity, to have the sale and to have a group to work with. A lot of them were and still are members of SEBA, obviously, and they had the mindset and wanted to start a new group and see what they could do with that and have that local marketing opportunity.
Okay. So this is a satellite sort of branched off, and that's how this started.
Well, it's a marketing group as far as BBU is concerned. I don't think it's considered a satellite like SEBA, but yeah, it is listed on their website and recognized like many of the other ones.
Okay.
Do y'all offer any kind of activities throughout the year as far as field days and days, or is that something y'all might be looking at in the future?
Well, we have not done anything the past several years since I've been involved. We mainly just have our member meetings or board meetings. And then, of course, the annual sale is the big event. We are in a lot of discussion and planning stages, so to say. We are trying to increase our activities and our opportunities for our members. We are talking and hoping to have a fall field day and possibly even start a spring scan day. That's tough for a lot of the small breeders to get done when you just got one or two or five, or there's not many people scanning, and then when you got just a few, it's hard to get a schedule. But we would like to try to start a spring scan day for our members or whoever, and we may not be able to make it happen this year, but that's hopefully in the works as well. And we've kind of threw out the date of around the last half of April, 1st of May. Mm-hmm. I think that would kind of lead up to our sale and be a good activity for us to add. We do have a meeting coming up. March 19th is our next member meeting. If anybody wants to come check us out and see what it's like, there'll be information on our Facebook page about that. So that is our next activity, is March 19th, a member meeting.
Okay, awesome.
Where is everything based out of, Adam?
Well, we have annually, we normally run around 26 to 40 members. Just, it really kind of depends on who consign. I guess some years, we may have a few more members if they're planning on or wanting to consign. But, the vast majority of our members are based here in the Southeast. There are a lot of us here in North Alabama and South Middle Tennessee. We've got, some in Georgia, South Alabama. We've got some folks in Florida, just all over.
Good deal. Good deal. So as far as the scan days go, will that be sort of based there in Alabama, or do you know yet?
Well, we would probably just try to find a central location that would hopefully allow accessibility for the most members possible. Of course, some folks can't travel, to reach something like that. But, like I said, we have a lot right in here around North Alabama and South Middle Tennessee. So, somewhere in this area. I live in Mount Hope, Alabama, which is in Lawrence County. So I'm a little more to the south, west than a lot of the folks are. But we have our meetings in Athens, Alabama, at Dwight Rayburn. Everybody calls him preacher. We have there at his church and his fellowship hall. We'll have a meeting there, and so we're kind of based in this area. That's probably where we'd try to have a scan day.
Okay. So can folks that can't make it, say that are maybe further east, my way, over North Carolina, if they can't make it to a meeting, is there a way that they can maybe get on a phone and mute it and listen? Is there any kind of
We're working to try to make that happen. um, like like we learned earlier, not the best with the technology, but we're looking at some different options. Possibly like a Zoom meeting or something like that. I'm sure there's some better ways now, but that's kind of what I'm familiar with through work. But yeah, we have folks that join and never come to a meeting, but then they might want to come to the sale. So we're going to try to make it more accessible.
Speaking of sale, kind of changing gears, can you kind of lay out the sale or format? Do y'all have a
Yeah, yeah.
how
Our sale this year will be May 27th and 28th. We always have it I say always, it's been several years since we were anywhere else, but it'll be at Coleman Stockyards. That is a commercial sale barn, but it's about as nice as you're going to find if you've never been there. It's very clean, modern, very nice facility. So that's where our location will be. We are starting and adding a heifer futurity this year. It's been a long time since we did that, so that'll be pretty much new. We are planning on having a payback on the entry fee and awards for first, second, third. Kind of like your standard program on most of your fraternities. On that Friday, they're going to judge and do the fraternity about one, I believe, and we still got some stuff that's kind of tentative, ironing out the details, but we're planning on having a membership meeting while we're there, kind of waiting, on the fraternity, and then all our regular sale cattle. That it's a graded sale, so everything is placed and ranked, and that's the sale order. So we're going to try to have a member meeting about 3. Our Morgan County cattlemen's have a ribeye steak sandwich. Have a free supper for everybody there, and we always have a great fun auction that'll start about 6. And we have a lot of different donated items and everything from knickknacks and signs, and we've had hunts and guns and all kind of different stuff, and we use that as a way to help offset our sale expenses and stuff. And our sales, pretty much like a lot of your other sales. Anthony Mahowski does our management. He does all the catalog. Auctioneer does a great job with that. Bruce Robbins is our consultant. He'll be there for the event. Normally we're trying to have, ideally we'd want at least 55, hopefully 60 registered lots. This past year we were kind of short, but we're going to try to pick that up. That's another thing that we're trying to improve is our not just our quality of our cattle, but our numbers, and be more consistent on those things. And we also, at the end of our sale, which some of your listeners may not know, we also have a Beefmaster influenced female commercial segment. We have a section there where we sell half bloods. As long as one parent was purebred, then they're allowed to sell good females. We've had some really nice heifers through the years. Had some groups that went for recips, and then just local commercial heifers.
I remember going to that sale. I guess it was a couple years back, and you had a set of Charolais Cross Beefmaster heifers that were sure enough head turners.
Yep, they were nice. They did really well. Which that was back. I don't remember if that was maybe 15 or 16. Those were mine, but I think that was 2015 or 16 maybe. And back when prices was good and high. Commercial prices, and they actually went to Texas for recips, if I remember right.
Good. Well, y'all sell on DV auction?
We will have it on live on DV auction. People can register and bid from afar, just like all the other sales. We started that last year finally. We're going to try to do a better job this year of getting all of our cattle on Facebook, trying to get more of them to where people can see them. Obviously the problem with the Southeastern sales, we have to kind of work with the distance factor. There's a lot of buyers out West, but if they can sit there at home on the internet and buy, the next step is to make sure you advertise your cattle and they can see them. And, hopefully that's going to help up our average and make us more, give a better presence in the breed as far as the markets.
That's the future for sure, that DV auction and online. Jared and I've talked about that multiple times. It's hard not to do that anymore.
Well, I mean, everybody is, that's what we talked about in our meetings. If it costs money, but if you're not, you're just falling behind because, you're the only one that's not doing it.
That's right. I agree. As far as your futurity goes, do you have a list or any kind of requirements so far that you could maybe name off a few?
Well, we're still working on details. A lot of that will be based on what recommends as our management. It will be a bred heifer, open heifer segment, and it'll kind of be the standard age limits and stuff like that, like you'd normally find.
Do you gonna sell any bulls?
We always have a few bulls. New this year for our sale, we are doing pre-screening. People that can sign bulls will have to send Anthony Mahowski some pictures and videos. So we're kind of trying to improve the quality of all our cattle, and we want to try to have more bulls. The market's kind of changing. Seems like perception of using Beefmaster bulls is increasing, in the commercial segment, and as well as just your good seed stock bulls. And we had several last year that had better prices than what we normally seen. So we are trying to improve the quality of the bulls, through the screening, and then we'll give them another look when they get it to the barn. And I think our max this year is going to be 10. We'll be accepting up to 10 bulls.
Cool. If someone is new or hasn't heard about this sale, if they're looking to consign, do y'all have a time frame when they need to kind of let you know by, or let you know that they're thinking on it? Or
Anthony's working on our consignment forms. We were planning all that and ironing out the details last week. I'm expecting those in the mail any day now. Anybody that is not that does not normally get our catalogs or our consignment forms would need to contact Anthony Mahowski to get on the mailing list, or they can let me know, and I can try to to get the word to Anthony to mail it out to them. But our deadline on the consignment forms is going to be March 18th.
Okay. So
well, and there might be a day or two wiggle room, but that's our deadline. We're trying to get everything in earlier this year, and but I do know that for a fact, and they should be out anytime now.
Okay. Good.
They'll also be posted on our website. We do have a Southern Alliance website that Miss Karen Hall, our secretary, runs. She does a great job with that. And I'm going to try to have a link on our Facebook site as well.
Cool deal. If people are wanting to know more about the sale or just becoming a member in general, who do they need to contact, Adam?
They can contact me or any of the officers or board of directors. I'll read those off, recognize everybody if you want to, and that way if they recognize and know a name, then they can contact them if needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. At this moment, we actually do not have a vice president. We've kind of tabled that while we're still looking. Karen Hall is our secretary. Cliff Christopher is our treasurer. Our board of directors for this year includes Ray Helton, Curtis and Henry Brewer, Mike Bedingfield, Greg Thomas, Jamie Brown, Billy Richards Hagan, Randall George, and Dwight Rayburn.
Awesome. They can contact any of those.
Sure. If anybody wants it, my personal phone number is 256-412-8887. And like I said, if you have specific sale questions, you're also welcome to call Anthony Mahowski.
Good deal. And this is one thing that we was hoping to get, starting this podcast is get the different groups out, get names out. Because I honestly didn't know anything about the Southern Alliance group until I started researching it when we were going to talk about it. So,
yeah. Well, that's what we're working to do. We're trying to, I guess you'd say, just try to be more recognized in the breed. We got a lot of really good people in our group, that want to help each other. And one thing that we want people to realize that, even though we're way out here in our sales in Alabama, and we're a lot of what you'd call or consider small time breeders, we're like everybody else. We're using top genetics. We have several members that are doing embryo transfer, AI calves hitting the ground. We're using the resources that everybody else does. We've got great cattle. We've got a good sale. And, one way to look at it, everybody wants to sell for more, but as far as a buyer, looking at our sale, it's a great place to get a good value, a good quality animal with good genetics, that, we all want to sell that high priced animal, but, and we do have some good sales at times. Our sales have been averaging right now. We're averaging in the low twos. We're trying to improve that every year, but we have good heifers bringing 4,000 to 6,000. So, you can get some really good animals at cheaper prices. It is what it is, but it's just a good opportunity for a lot of buyers, especially if they can use the internet and access that, and not have to drive this far. Oftentimes we'll have trucks and folks from, across the Mississippi River that are willing to backhaul. And we have done some things in the past to where we will help with hauling. So, we try to make that work.
Good deal. What should folks look forward to the future of the Southern Alliance marketing group? What's something they can look forward to for the future?
Well, we're trying to mold our group into one that's more active, more opportunities for our members. Not just having the sale as the big culminating event. We want to add some more educational meetings, because we're not just raising cattle and studying genetics. You have to you have to be able to manage your soils and your forages, and you have to be able to run the cattle farm as well. So there's all kind of different things, besides everything with the registered cattle that we can do to help our members. So we're working hard on that. I would like to really get that field day going. I think that would be something cool to have here in the Southeast, open for just whoever, not just our members, but anybody who wanted to come. But I think you're going to see, it may take a year or two, but I think you're going to see a lot better sale with an increase in sale average, high quality cattle that gets better and better. We got a lot of good people that's working to make that happen. So I think you can expect some good things for our group and to see a bigger impact in the breed.
That's great. Well, we appreciate you coming on here and talking about the sale and giving a lot of folks some good information. And I believe you'll get some interest for sure. And one thing with this podcast, we're trying to reach new members or people thinking about getting into the Beefmaster breed. And I guess to kind of close it down, since you're a purebred breeder yourself coming from commercial breeding, is there any advice you'd like to give to new breeders that's helped you be successful?
Well, I was trying to think a little bit on that. And of course, there's a lot you could say, but I would just say, try to work with proven genetics when you're starting off. Figure out what your market is, where you want to sell, and then that's where your satellites and your marketing groups come into play to help you with that. Anybody can sell off the farm, but to have that for sure sale every year, that you can plan for, and to have that market, I think is important as a breeder. And again, just remember, it's not just about the cattle and the genetics, because if you don't have good forages, you don't have good grass, you don't manage all that, then those genetics are not going to play out based on the environment. You got to have the genotype and the environment to get the phenotype.
Yeah, I think that's definitely some good advice. You see a lot of good cattle get sold, and if it's mismanaged down the road, you come back with an inferior product sometimes.
That's exactly right.
I agree 100%. There's 6 sales this month. Adam, is there any you're looking forward to this month, maybe more than others?
Well, I was looking at my calendar. I always like to look at the Beef on Forage videos. I think they have some awesome bulls. I don't myself. I don't currently use any of the foundation type genetics. I think they're great cattle, and probably should use them. But I do think they got some really good bulls, and that program just gets stronger and stronger. Looks like we got Emmons coming up. They always got some classy performance bulls, and of course, not too far away. You got to be looking at Collier Farms, and the quality of those genetics is just always impressive. What they do with their bull sale and female sale,
and the averages there are just fun to watch too.
yeah. If you ever want to travel and can go out there, it's something to see, especially the female sale. It's just kind of more of a event and stuff, and I've had opportunity to go a few times, not every year, but it is something to do for sure.
That's good stuff. I'm going to run through these sales real quick before we finish up. That way folks know sort of what's coming up. You've got the Houston Magic sale and the STBBA Futurity both on Friday, March 4th. The Lissy Frozen Genetic sale is March 16th and 17th. That'll be on online sale. Beef on Forage is March 19th, and Live Oak is also March 19th. And then to round out the month of March, we're going to have the Emmons Bull sale on March 26th. So we finally got into it, guys, to where we've got a lot of sales every month. So it's always fun to see what everything does and to watch the sales we can watch.
Oh, yeah.
But Adam, we do appreciate you coming on tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to help spread the word about our group and the cattle and the folks that we got involved. We want to encourage everybody to give us a chance and become a member. Our dues are reasonable. Those can be paid to Cliff Christopher, by the way, and want to encourage and hope some folks consider consigning to our sale.
All right. We sure wish you the best and y'all's group.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to the sale. I believe we'll be making a trip down there this spring.
Hope so. Look me up. I'd like to look forward to meeting you.
That's
Jared,
awesome.
we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Look forward to meeting you in person, Adam. But again, everybody, like, comment, share, get Southern Alliance out there. Maybe even give them a shot if you've never had before. As always, we will see you on the next episode, Jared.
All right. See y'all.
Yes.